Hey guys, this is Daniel and Kelly from fitnessblender.com, and today we're going to be doing a lower body Tabata style toning routine. We're going to be doing 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off, 8 times through for each exercise, and we're going to start it off with a warm up and end it off with a cool down. Alright, let's start off our warm up with our first exercise, a slow high knee. So nice and slow, drive those knees up. You want to try to get that knee above that hip as best you can. Nice slow motion to start out with. This is just our warm up. Don't worry about moving real fast. Just concentrate on keeping those lungs open. Nice slow pace. If you want to, you can start contracting those core muscles a little bit tighter. Those upper body muscles, just get a little bit more of a calorie burn out of it. Start bringing that core temperature up a little bit faster. Start bringing up that heart rate a little bit faster. Got 10 seconds left. Start driving those knees just a little bit faster. Bring up the pace a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to move to a jog in place, nice and easy. Stay on the ball of that foot. Doing the boxer shuffle. Alright, just keep it going. Got just under 30 seconds left. Make sure this is quick, staying on the ball of your foot the entire time. Again, keep those lungs open. Never hold your breath.
15 seconds. And we're going to switch to deep squats. Slow, deep squats.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep squat. Feet about shoulder width apart. Keep that back nice and flat. Even though we're not using any weight with this, you always want to practice good form. Keep your weight evenly displaced between the ball of your foot and your heel. Don't worry about that knee going over that toe. You want to keep it in a nice straight line with that foot. That knee can go over that toe a little bit. That knee over the toe thing is actually a myth. Almost done. And let it relax. We're doing a leg swing next, so pick a leg. You're just going to swing that leg in front. Reach down with the opposite hand from foot. Start with it nice and slow. This is a little bit rough for balance. The slower you go at first, the easier it's going to be for balance. So just take your time. If you need to, you can brace yourself up against a wall or on the back of a chair. Mainly, just focus on a nice, slow, controlled range of motion. Start pushing it more and more as you get further along through this time frame. Got about 16 seconds left. Start speeding that motion up just a little bit as long as it feels comfortable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Same exact motion just on that other side. Remember, reaching down, opposite hand from foot. Start with a limited range of motion. Let those muscles warm up, let those joints warm up. Then start trying to push it a little bit more, a little bit more. Trying to speed it up just a little bit more as well. Should be starting to feel a little bit more warm. Maybe you can start a little bit of a sweat, depending on how warm your environment is.
10 seconds.
And let it relax. We're doing an up and out next. It's a nice hopping motion. That foot comes in and out. We're going to switch half and half.
Oh, I'm switching.
That's okay.
I'm doing my own thing over here.
You can do alternating if you want to. I'm going to do half and half.
The cool kids are alternating.
Yeah, we'll see how much you guys like Kelly more than me. So which one you're doing.
Yeah. You're about to burn out.
Hand switch if you're doing a single leg.
Like river dancers.
Got one more. And switch off to jumping jacks. Keep those lungs open. Keep a nice even pace. Make sure you're keeping those legs and arms nice and rigid. Don't just swing them around. Almost done.
3, 2, 1. We're done.
And let it relax. That's the end of our warm-up. So we're going to start into that leg routine here in just a second.
All right, first up, we've got the basic weighted squat. Remember, we're doing 20 on, 10 off, 8 times for a total of 4 minutes. Here we go. If you don't have dumbbells, you can also do this workout without any weights. You'll still get in a good workout.
You can always use something other than dumbbells as well. Medicine ball, sack of groceries, jug of milk. And let it relax.
Start up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Again, watch that form, especially if you're using weight. Nice flat back. Just squat down as low as is comfortable, preferably hips to knee height. Again, don't worry about those knees going over those toes.
2, 1, and rest. Start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Let's speak a little louder.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Two, 1, start.
And remember, make sure you're keeping those lungs open. Never hold your breath. As you squat down, you want to try to mimic the angle on your chest with the angle on your shin. That's what the proper form is for a squat. Don't worry about those knees.
All right, that's halfway. 4 more sets to go. 2, 1, start.
Evenly disperse that weight between your heel and your toe, preferably more in your heel than on your toe.
Three, 2, 1, and relax. Two, 1, start it up. This is round 6.
We're done with this one. You got 2 more to go.
Two, 1, rest.
Almost done. Just 2 more.
2, 1, here we go. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. Last set here.
Keep pushing through it.
Here we go.
Start them up. It's your last one. Really push that range of motion. Make sure that form is nice and solid. Keep those lungs open.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Here we go.
Nicely done. All right, guys, our next exercise is going to be a deadlift. Keep that back perfectly flat. You're hinging only from that hip. Slight bend in your knee. If you have really tight hamstrings, you can bend that knee a little bit more, but try to keep it as straight as is comfortable. All right, let's go ahead and get ready. Grab those weights. And let's start them up. Straight over forward. Remember, nice flat back. You want to actually feel like you're trying to tilt your chest towards the wall in front of you. Go down as low as is comfortable. 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. 1 down. 3, 2, 1. Start 'em up. Remember, keep those lungs open. Nice full range of motion. Don't go too fast.
5, 3, 2, 1, and stop. 2 down, 6 to go. 3,
Get ready?
2, 1, here we go.
Speak up. Remember, slight bend in that knee. You actually want to feel a little bit of a stretch in that hamstring every time you do this.
3, 2, 1, and relax. Three, 2, 1, and this is round 4. We'll be halfway done after this. Three, 2, 1, and relax.
That's halfway.
Start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ten seconds.
Slow it down just a little bit. Make sure you don't start trying to speed up. Your body's gonna try to make you speed.
2, 1, rest.
The more tired you get, the faster your body's gonna want to go because it's easier to go faster. You can actually get a little rebound off of it.
2, 1, and start.
So always control that speed. Proper form and slow, controlled repetitions is always better. Burns more calories and it builds muscle faster.
2, 1, stop. Three, 2, 1, here we go. This is round 7.
Keep checking that back, make sure you keep it nice and flat. And as you get more and more tired, that back's gonna start wanting to round on you. You wanna make sure that all that motion is just coming from that hip joint.
2, 1, relax.
Just one more.
2, 1, and start. Three, 2, 1, and you're done.
Very good. All right, our next exercise is gonna be a small lateral hop. Don't need any weight for this one. Just gonna be moving back and forth nice and quick, only about 1 to 2 feet across. All right, let's go ahead and get ready.
2, 1, here we go.
Start them up. Stay on the ball of that foot. Really nice quick transition. Be as springy as you can. You want very little of this motion coming from that knee. It's all coming from that ankle.
2, 1, rest.
Keep those lungs open.
3, 2, 1, start it up. Keep your knees bent enough that you're landing softly, so it's not too much of a jarring impact. 3, 2, 1, relax. 1, start it up.
Again, check to make sure you're keeping those lungs open. Nice quick motion. Staying on the ball of your foot.
2, 1, relax. Ooh, my calves.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt by the time we're done.
3, 2, 1, here we go.
It's working those obliques as well as those calves and inside outside thigh.
5 seconds. 2, 1, relax.
So walk those calves out, stretch them out while you're resting.
2, 1, start it up. That's our halfway point. Three, 2, 1, and rest. I've got 3 more to go.
No problem, you can do it. Only 3 more.
It's not bad. Here we go.
Start them up.
Three, 2, 1. There you go.
2 more.
3, 2, 1. Start. Ten seconds.
Stay as light on those feet as you can. We're almost done.
3, 2, 1, and rest.
Almost finished.
3, 2, 1. It's your last round.
Push everything you have into it. You don't leave anything behind. It's your last one.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest.
Okay, let's go and get started with our next exercise. It's going to be an alternating lunge. You can do this either free weight or no weight, or you can do it with dumbbells. We're going to be doing ours with dumbbells. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and pick your weight.
Here we go.
And start them up. Just alternating back and forth. Make sure you get a nice long step. The longer step you take, the harder it's going to be. The deeper you go, the harder it's going to be. So go to your maximum as long as you're comfortable. Remember, you're doing a lot of these.
3, 2, 1, and rest. Three, 2, 1, start it up.
Now, a lot of people have a tendency to put all their weight on their front leg when they do a lunge. They kind of lean forward over that front leg. Make sure you keep your torso straight up and down, and your weight is evenly dispersed between your front and rear leg.
3, 2, 1, and rest.
2 down.
3, 2, 1, start it up.
Keep those lungs open. Don't hold your breath.
3, 2, 1, and rest. 2, 1, start it up. Got 5 more rounds.
Make sure that back stays straight up and down. Don't hunch your shoulders over. Don't round that lower back.
3, 2, halfway.
Very good. Almost done.
You can't do that.
Start him up.
I hate that. He does it to me too, you know.
My clients always complain about that.
Almost done. 30 seconds. Just 5 seconds.
And relax.
Ooh.
Very good.
3 more rounds. And here we go.
Now really start watching those legs. Make sure that form is nice and clean. As those legs start getting more and more tired, that form's going to start to slide. So you've got to be really, really diligent about keeping that form nice and clean.
3, 2, 1. Oh.
Almost done.
2, 1. Start it up.
You can hear Loki
There's
in the
Loki.
background, protecting the house.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let it relax. One more.
3, 2, 1. Start it up.
Push through it as hard as you can. This is your last one. Check that form, nice and clean. Keep those lungs open. We're almost done. 5 seconds left.
3, 2, 1. And you're done.
Good job. All right, guys, go ahead and drop down onto the mat for our next exercise. If you don't have an exercise mat, something soft like a carpet will do just fine. We're going to be doing flutter kicks next. You can either do a full extension like Kelly's doing right now, or you can bend those knees like Kelly's doing right now for the easier version. So let's go ahead and get started. Lay down flat on your back. Get those legs up and start them. Nice quick motion, kicking those feet back and forth. If you can avoid putting your hands underneath your butt, try not to. It makes it a lot easier if you put your hands underneath your hips, so try to keep them out wide if you can. Nice straight leg if you can. Abs engaged. And let it relax. And let those abs completely release. And start them up. Keep those lungs open again. You're going to have a tendency to want to hold your breath. So try to fight against that, to breathe as normally as you possibly can. And let it relax. 2 down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Nice quick motion. Try to get a nice full range of motion. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Two, 1, and get them going. Again, check those lungs, make sure you're keeping them open. Breathing as normally as you can. Keep those abs nice and tight, trying to press that lower back down against that mat. Keep those legs as straight as you can, bend them if you need to make it easier. 4, 3, 2, 1, let it relax.
Ouch.
Starting to burn. 4, 3, 2, 1, start them up. Just keep pushing through it. I know it's starting to burn, but just keep trying to go as hard as you can. 2, 1, let it relax. Whew. It's 5 down. You got 3 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up.
Keep it as solid as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Whew. 2 more to go. 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Keep pushing through it. Just have a couple more rounds to go. 1 more after this one. Keep those legs as straight as you can. Keep those abs as tight as possible. Keep those legs moving. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Whew. 1 more. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Keep those legs nice and straight. Keep those abs nice and tight. This is your last one. Keep it as clean as possible. Nice quick motion. Keep them going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Oh, wow, that burns. Whew.
All right, go ahead and stand up. We're going to be starting our next exercise, which is just a traditional calf raise. You can either do this with body weight or weighted. I'm going to be doing it weighted. You're just coming up on those toes nice and high. Try to keep your balance as best you can. If you need to, use a wall or the back of a chair to help you keep your balance. Preferably try to force yourself to gain your balance the entire time. All right, go ahead and grab those dumbbells. Let's get started.
2, 1, start it up.
And start them. Nice, slow, controlled squeeze. The slower you go, the easier it's going to be to control that balance.
5 seconds. 2, 1, relax.
Those calves are going to be hurting by the time we're done.
2, 1, start it up.
If you have a step handy, it's always a good idea to do these off of a step. It gives you a little extra range of motion on that ankle. If you don't have a step, doing it flat-footed on the floor is perfectly fine. Try to come up onto the ball of that foot as best you can.
2, 1, relax. Ooh, it's already hot. 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is round 3.
If you want to get a little extra calorie burn out of this, since it's just your calves working, concentrate on contracting your biceps and triceps, your chest, your back, your abdominal muscles, all through that core, making sure everything's nice and tight.
2, 1, let it rest. Three, 2, 1, start it up.
Remember to keep that motion nice and slow. Keep those lungs open. Don't let yourself drop down quickly. You want to drop down just as slow as you come up onto that foot. Nice even pace up and back down.
3, 2, 1, and relax. That's halfway. Three, 2, 1, here we go.
Now if you're just doing a regular calf raise, you're not really worrying about forcing that range of motion, then you're not getting anywhere near enough out of this. You've got to push up onto that toe as tight as you possibly can every single time to get a good burn out of this.
3, 2, 1, and rest. Alright, here we go. Round 3. 3 rounds left, sorry.
We're starting over.
Let's throw in a couple extra.
Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 2, 1, start it up.
Keep checking that form, pushing as tight as you can at the top every single time. Contract all the rest of those muscles, that core, that upper body, get an electric calorie burn.
3, 2, 1, and rest.
How many more? One more?
One more.
One more.
Last one. 3, 2, 1, and start.
Nice tight squeeze, your last one. Push it as hard as you possibly can. Don't leave anything left.
10 seconds.
Tight, tight squeeze, almost done.
3, 2, 1, and rest.
Nicely done. Our next exercise is going to be a sumo squat. Nice wide stance, twice to 3 times shoulder width apart. You want to get those feet really nice and wide, turning those toes out in opposite directions. I'm going to be using just one dumbbell for this one, just a little easier to hold. So go ahead and grab your weight, whatever you're going to be using. Let's get started.
2, 1, start it up.
Nice deep squat. A lot of people have trouble with the range of motion on this one because their groin is a little bit tight. But just push into it as far as is comfortable for you. Pushing that range of motion every single time.
3, 2, 1, and rest.
Really good one for the outside of that glute.
2, 1, start.
Now because you're keeping that weight pretty much in the center of your gravity and those feet are going off to the sides, you want to try to keep that torso as straight up and down as you can. You're not leaning forward like a regular squat.
3, 2, 1, and rest. 2, 1, and start.
I'm getting tired. And hungry. I need to go eat something.
Hangry.
It's our dinner time.
3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 5 more.
5 more. Okay.
That's all.
That's all.
Here we go.
Keep that back nice and straight up and down. Keep those lungs open. Push that range of motion as low as is comfortable. You're going to have a hard time getting those hips down to knee height, so don't worry about going too low.
3, 2, 1. There we go. That's our halfway point. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Start it up. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Three, 2, 1. Start it up.
Watch that form. Nice slow range of motion. As your legs get tired, you're going to start trying to speed up, so keep that in check. Also watch those knees, don't lock them out at the top. You're going to want to rest, but keep them just a little bit soft until we're done.
2, 1, relax. 2 more.
2 more.
3, 2, 1, start it up.
Make sure you get a nice full range of motion. Keep pushing yourself. Keep those lungs open.
2, 1, rest.
Ouch.
Last one.
That's
2,
what I like to hear.
1. Here we go.
Last
Almost
one is
done.
always music to my ears. Only thing that sounds better than that is workout complete.
3, 2, 1, and you're done.
Nicely done, good job. Our next exercise is going to be down on the mat again. We're going to be doing just a traditional crunch. I'm going to be doing a toe touch crunch, just a little bit harder, what Kelly's doing right now. And Kelly's going to be doing a slightly easier version, which is just a traditional crunch. So let's go ahead and lay down flat on that mat and we'll get started. And start it up. With that toe touch crunch, try to keep those legs as straight as you can. With that traditional crunch, just try to get those shoulder blades up as high off the ground as possible. 4, 3, 2, 1, let it relax. Let those abs completely release. 3, 2, 1, start them back up. Try to get as much range of motion out of this as you can. Make sure you don't let those abs release when you drop back down. You want to constantly keep those abs contracted for the full 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let it relax. 2 down. 4, 3, 2, 1, start them up. With that crunch, if your neck starts getting tired, you can always put one hand back behind your head for a little bit of support. Just make sure you switch from time to time. 4, 3, 2, 1, let it relax. 3 down. 4, 3, 2, 1, start them up. Keep those lungs open. Especially with these abdominal muscle exercises, you're going to have a tendency to want to hold your breath. Fight against that as hard as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Whew, that's halfway. 4 done. 4 left to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Keep pushing that range of motion. As those abs get tired, you're going to start coming up off the ground just a little bit less, a little bit less. Keep pushing it. 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Woo, that burns. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Keep checking those lungs. Make sure you're keeping them open. Don't hold your breath. Legs nice and straight for that toe touch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. That is 6 down. We got 2 more to go. We're almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Push that range of motion. These are your last 2 rounds. Really push it. Make sure those abs are burning like crazy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Whew, one more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. It's your last one. Push through it. Make it burn. Tight, tight squeeze at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Oh my gosh, that burns.
You okay?
Whew, yeah, that's a good one. Our next exercise is going to be a crossover lunge, so go ahead and stand back up. This is almost like a traditional lunge, except you're going to be stepping across in front of that rear leg. So instead of being nice and straight line with that hip, you're actually going to cross over top of it. Don't worry about going too far. You only need to be a few inches on the other side of that foot. So go ahead and grab that weight, and we'll get started.
1, start it up.
Just alternate sides, back and forth. Same rules apply to a traditional lunge. The further you step forward, the harder it's going to be. The lower you go, the harder it's going to be.
3, 2, 1, and rest. Three, 2, 1, and start.
Remember to try to keep your weight evenly dispersed between front and rear leg. Don't lean too much onto your front leg. Make sure that back stays nice and straight and tall. Don't lean forward, don't round your lower back. Keep those lungs open, just like everything else. Keep that motion as slow as you can.
And rest. Three, 2, 1, start.
If you're feeling this anywhere near as much as Kelly and I are,
Yeah.
you're going to be nice and sore tomorrow.
Two, 1, and rest. Oh, yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Starting early. Push that range of motion. Move slowly. This one's a little bit tough on your balance. So the slower you go, the easier it is.
And rest. 2, 1, start. Three, 2, 1, and relax. All right, 3 more. Here we go.
As those legs start getting more and more tired, that form's going to want to slide. So take your time, move slowly, really concentrate on keeping clean form.
Two, 1, and rest. Three, 2, 1, here we go.
Keep that chest straight up and down. Make sure you're keeping those lungs open. Nice long step, nice deep step. We're almost finished. Make those legs burn.
5 seconds. And relax. All right, last round.
One more.
Ten seconds. Three, 2, 1, and relax.
We only have one exercise left to go, and this one's going to be on the mat, so go and drop down onto the floor. We're going to be doing back bows next. So if you want to do the hardest version, it's a full extension with your arms and your legs. If you want to do the next easiest version, then tuck those hands in. Same exact motion, just with those hands tucked in. If you want the next easiest version, then leave those legs on the ground, just lifting that upper body. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Flat down on the mat. Pick whichever version you want, and start them up. Nice tight squeeze. Hover those hands if you want the hardest. Slow, controlled motion. Squeeze it up nice and tight. Four, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. One down. Try to keep those arms and legs nice and straight. 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Remember to keep that motion nice and slow. Keep those lungs open. You're going to want to have a tendency to control or contract those abdominal muscles and hold your breath. And let it relax. 2 down. 3, 2, 1. Start it up. Make sure those lungs are open. Nice tight squeeze at the top of that range of motion. Keep those legs and arms straight. Unless you're going for the next version down with those hands tucked in next to those shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Three, 2, 1. Start them up. Nice slow contraction. Remember, same speed on the way up as on the way down. Make sure you don't just drop really quickly once you get to the top. Keep that face looking down towards that mat to protect that neck. Let it relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. We're over halfway. This is round number 5 right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Whew. 5 down, 3 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Keep those lungs open. Don't hold your breath. Tight squeeze the top of that range of motion. Keep those arms and legs straight if you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Whew. That's 6 down. We have 2 left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Start them up. Concentrate on that form. Tight squeeze. Keep those lungs open. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Oh, man, that burns. You got one more. You can do one more. 3, 2, 1. Start it up. Nice tight squeeze. Your last one. Push that range of motion. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Woo. Ouch. All right, that is done. Now all we have left is our cool down. We're almost done. We just have our cool down left. So let's go ahead and get started with a straight leg hang. We're going to do right leg over left, stretching down towards those toes. We'll go ahead and round that back, let it relax, drop down towards those toes, keep that left leg nice and straight. You can let your right knee bend a little bit. We're focusing on that left leg, so stretch it out. Try to get down as low to the ground as you can. Just hold it, breathe normally.
20.
And switch sides. Drop it down the other side. Get a good stretch to that lower back for that hamstring. Keep that right leg nice and straight.
20.
And go ahead and let it relax. Go and stand up. We're going to do a quad stretch next. If you have something to lean against for balance, that's always good. Or you can do just standing on one foot to keep your balance all by yourself without leaning on something. Just keep that heel up to your butt. Press that knee back behind you. You should feel that stretch to the front of that thigh. You can either do same arm as leg or opposite arm as leg. It changes the stretch a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Okay.
And switch sides. Opposite leg comes up. Squeeze that heel to your butt. Pull that knee back behind you. Nice straight chest. Kind of lean that chest back just a little bit. If you want to feel that stretch to the front of your thigh, you might even feel it to the front of your hip a little bit. And go ahead and let that relax. We're doing a nice wide, deep groin stretch. So those feet are come out nice and wide. Turn one foot off to the side. You're going to bend that knee. Lean back towards your straight leg. The more you drop this hip, the more you drop the hip on that straight leg, the more you should feel that stretch on the inside of that thigh. Just breathe normally. Keep those lungs open. And switch sides, turn that other foot out, bend that knee, lean back towards that straight leg, that opposite leg, drop that hip. Back to the center, keep those legs out nice and wide. We're going to go straight down the middle. Stretch that back out. It's going to get those hamstrings in just a slightly different position. Keep those toes pointed straight forward. Just drop down towards that mat, pressing those elbows down towards the floor as much as you can. Round that back out. Keep those legs nice and straight. And go ahead and stand all the way back up. We're going to sit down. We're going to do a staggered stretch on that hamstring. So your left leg or your right leg's going to be kicked out. The other leg's going to be tucked in nice and tight. You're going to reach down towards that toe. The other hand comes up over top of your head. Stretch down towards that toe. Should feel a good stretch of that torso as well as for that hamstring of that straight leg. Keep that chest open up towards the wall. Don't let it roll over towards the ground. Open it up as much as you can. Okay. And switch sides. Same exact thing on the other side. Kick that opposite leg out. Tuck that opposite leg in. Stretch down towards that toe. Hand comes up over your head. Stretching down. Get a good relaxing stretch on the outside of that torso as well as that hamstring. Keep those lungs open. Okay. And let it relax. Come back to the center. Bring those feet together. We're going to do a groin stretch, a butterfly stretch. Bring them in as close as is comfortable. Then you're going to use the muscles to the outside of your thigh to pull those knees down towards the ground. If you want to, you can press down with your hands. It's always better to use your own muscles to stretch if you can rather than using something else to push. So really use those muscles to the outside of that thigh to pull those knees down. Nice flat back the entire time. Okay. And with that relaxed, you're going to scoot those feet out just a little bit away from you. Same relative position. Keep that back perfectly flat and lean forward. You should feel this on the inside of that hip joint. Just go down as far as is comfortable without letting that lower back round. Again, keep those lungs open. Just breathe normally. Make sure you're keeping a consistent stretch as those tendons and ligaments start to loosen up, those muscles start to loosen up. You're going to feel less of a stretch. Just keep pushing into it to keep that consistent stretch. 20. And go ahead and let that one relax. We're going to lay flat on your back. One leg over top of the other, so that ankle's on top of that knee. Grab behind that thigh. Squeeze it in nice and tight. Just try to let yourself relax back on that mat as much as you can. Should feel a stretch in the leg that's propped up on that knee rather than the one you're holding. And go ahead and switch sides. Other leg over top. Pull that knee in. Nice and tight. And let it relax. Roll over into your stomach. You got one more to go. Hands down by the base of your rib cage. Press it up nice and high Do a Cobra Stretch. Just go up as high as is comfortable. You don't have to go to a full extension on those arms if that back can't handle it. Just wherever is comfortable. Just let it relax as much as you can. Should feel a stretch to the front of that hip down through those abdominal muscles. Primarily those abdominal muscles.
Okay.
And sit back into those heels. Get one more in there. Stretch those hands out in front of you. And let it relax. All right, good job. This workout is complete.